I think I just got the most difficult challenge to date. Somebody challenged me to shuffle a deck of cards back into perfect numerical order. And it's going to be pretty hard to do, to be honest. So before we start, though, let's make sure that we do have indeed a shuffled deck of cards. From top to bottom, you can see it's mixed. Now, I will tip the secret. If you want to put a deck of cards back into order, you have to memorize the deck. So let me memorize it. I don't do it in one big piece. I memorize it in small chunks like phone numbers. So it's just like memorizing maybe 4 or 5 phone numbers, okay? Actually, it's not that hard. As a matter of fact, I memorized your mom's phone number last night, so that was pretty simple. Once we've got these cards memorized, it's much, much easier to do. And I think I've got it. Now, I will tip the method here. The secret is, on the first shuffle, I put the aces back into order. That's what happens on the first shuffle. So the aces go back into the proper positions. On the next shuffle, what I'm trying to do is get all these suits organized. That's what happens on the second shuffle, but it's tricky because I don't want to disturb the aces. On the last shuffle, I have to put all the cards in order, and this really is the tricky one. I will be honest, it is the hardest one. And sometimes people think that these shuffles aren't real, but if the camera comes in, you can see from top to bottom that that is a genuine mix. Of course, after the cards are shuffled, they always have to be cut. And if I did everything correctly, and I always do, all of the spades are in perfect numerical order. All of the diamonds are in perfect numerical order. All of the clubs are in perfect numerical order. And of course, all of the hearts are in perfect numerical order. So yeah, it really was probably the most difficult thing I've had to do to date.